Hey, on today's episode, we get rad and original. Fuck, can we just do that again really quick? Sorry.
Just keep going.
Oh, wait, we got rad and original. We got local artist in the house, Grady, with us. He's going to tell us what it takes to be an artist and stuff. Hit the drop.
Welcome back to the Awesome Hour, SoCan licensed podcast of all things awesome. Pop culture to strange news to some really bad life choices. All with the backdrop of tasty food. Stay awesome.
Hey, we're back. I'm Alec.
Jean-Paul Ivan.
Corbo.
And we're joined by the man, the myth, the legend, artist extraordinaire, King of Bears, Man of Wolves, Grady Wallace. How's it going, buddy? Say hi.
Hey guys, how's it going? Thanks for having me.
No problem. I fucked that open up bad.
It's all
But
good.
yeah, I got lost in your eyes. That sweet mustache.
Yes.
I want to say it's from Movember, but you're invested in that. I like it.
No, it is. I did have the beard before. and
Yeah.
I had the handlebars for a bit, and I was like, no, I gotta go full mustache for my.
I dig it, man. You even got like the swoop going on,
Yeah, you gotta get up
It's like
through
a-
the awkward phase.
It's like a Lanny McDonald almost.
right? Like
Yeah.
I kind of want to fight
young
you.
lad.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna pay the bills right out of the gate because we're talking about sweet facial hair. Go to conceptbeard.com. Use awesome at checkout to save how much, Corbo?
10%.
Holy shit, with that 10%, you could buy more beard and products and stuff and things. Grady, I tell you what, it's a great product. Put it in your beard, Concept Beard Co.
or the stash.
Or the stash. Hell, put it in your hair. I put a little bit after I've washed my hair, it gets really fuzzy. Put a little of the oil in the hand and just,
Perfect.
and it just keeps the fuzz down. That's what I say. Keep the fuzz down.
Dude, actually, that's a good idea.
It's a great idea. It's because I do it. Concept Beard Co. But we're here to talk Rad Originals with the man Grady. Grady, and by man I mean young man, because you're making moves at the ripe age at 20 something. Give us the backstory on Rad Originals. What makes you tick? You're an artist with an exhibit right now at the Udall exhibit on 124th. It's running till December 3rd. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, what's up? What's up?
Well, high school was kind of just like the big point for art for me.
Yeah. Did you grow up in Edmonton?
No, I grew up in BC.
Okay.
Kamloops. I was a BC boy, and then moved out to Red Deer.
The
and
loops, then the deer.
Yeah, and
Now you're
then
in the ton.
Then out to Fort Saskatchewan.
Oh, and
And the fort.
the fort.
and the fort.
In the fort.
And yeah, grew up playing hockey there. Went to French school, so I'm bilingual. In
Look
French.
at you.
Wow.
And yeah, then high school was like kind of that's when art started. I knew there was a
Was that in
trip
the
to-
fort?
No, that was actually out in Ardrossan.
Okay.
So yeah,
Fucking
fuck
gypsy,
you live
man.
everywhere, man.
Well, with a last name like Wallace, one would assume you're Scottish.
Yes.
You're a Scottish gypy, sir. You're
Yes,
just a traveling
I'm
man.
a Scottish gypsy. Yeah.
I like it. You're spreading your tartan everywhere you
Aren't
go.
fucking gypsies Scottish anyway? They're half
No,
Scottish, aren't they?
They're gypsy.
Irish and
Feel
no,
like
they
yeah, Irish too.
yeah,
They're gypsy.
they're Irish and Scottish. I'm
and
sure.
gypsy. A lot of gypsy.
And, like,
back to
East-
Wallace.
Eastern
Back to
European? Maybe. I don't know.
so high school.
Slovaks.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
That's where you got it. High
Yeah,
school.
yeah. There was a trip to New York in grade 12. So if you did all 3 years, then you could go to New York. So that was
Nice.
like low key kind of the plan. I was like, okay, I'm gonna I'm
Cool.
gonna do
I just want to
this.
go to
That's
New
dope.
York. Fuck,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, and then I found out like I'm sure a lot of people know who Banksy is, especially with his last like piece that went viral.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like what started the stenciling for me. It was like, oh,
Yeah,
like-
because I wanted to talk about that. You decided stenciling was going to be your primary object of artification, as
Totally.
they say in the biz.
Yeah. I just love like how you could spend time to get all your detail into something.
Yeah.
And then you could paint something in like 10 minutes if it was like a simple stencil.
So did you
Right.
get hyped on graffiti, or was it the stenciling? Like, because you're still in high school at this point.
Yeah.
Banksy's doing things. He's got the little rat. He's catching buzz. So you're inspired by that.
Like always thought graffiti was super cool.
Yeah.
But like I think I was just busy and just other things.
Yeah,
and
you're
I just like
I ain't got no time for that.
I wasn't really like yeah, I'll be honest, I wasn't really too much of a hooligan. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't out like bombing shit and
That's okay. You weren't
And-
getting up, as the kids say.
no, I
You
wasn't.
weren't
I
working
was
through the
just-
tour.
Yeah. So but then I found stenciling and I was like, oh, it's cool because like spray cans are also really hard to use.
Yeah.
And I was like, unless you have walls to practice on,
Oh, totally.
you can't really use spray cans. But spray cans always have that like coolness factor.
Oh, totally.
It's like, oh, you spray painted that? Like
Yeah,
that's sweet. Because
right?
whenever I spray paint something, it's all drippy and like I
Yeah.
got the paint from Home Depot.
Yeah.
Like that's not
Krylon.
cool. Yeah.
But I see you're working with Montana now.
Yes, Montana.
Smells like
94.
donuts.
It does.
Right?
I had a buddy from Camrose that came to visit. He's
Yeah.
another artist, and we were just talking about the smells of spray paint. and
You're like,
how
if I'm
it's-
going to go down a huffing road, it's definitely going to be with
Yeah.
Montana.
it's nice and sweet. Yeah.
So if I know if your face is like weird different colors, silver. Oh, I see you're into the reds today, Alec.
They've got a
Fuck.
little sweeter than the blues.
So you're in high school, you're stenciling.
Yeah, then we went to New York, and I was just like obsessed with all the street art there.
Yeah.
And then yeah, just kind of just did my thing in high school. Started the spray paint. That's kind of when Rad started.
Yeah.
People used to call me like G Rad, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then
High school nicknames.
yeah.
Hockey nicknames.
yeah, hockey nicknames. And then out of high school, I actually went right into the oil field.
Okay.
Used to like load heavy oil into rail cars and loaded sulfur and all that. Fun
You got
stuff.
quite the story already, sir.
And then that's kind of when the oil economy like crashed.
Yeah.
It was like 50 cents a liter.
Yeah.
So I was like the youngest out there. And
All right,
whatever.
son, time to go hit
Yeah.
the bricks.
Yeah. So then I was, then I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna take this opportunity to
Yeah.
just do my thing and do what I really want to do. So that's kind of when that art started back up again. And
Started
did
getting
some-
into the craft.
Yeah, did some traveling in there. Went to like Vietnam and Thailand and.
Fuck, man.
Wow, dude.
You got some.
I got like little tidbits of this at that show I was at with my wife.
Oh fuck! We
And I'm
haven't
like,
even-
I'm like, this has to come on the show.
We haven't even
Yeah.
hit the tip of the spear
I
yet.
know,
You've
I'm
already
just,
lived a
trying to
mo-
like skim over like the last like quick couple of years.
Holy
too.
Yeah.
fuck! So you do New York. You're out of high school. You go work the rigs. You get laid off, and you're like, I'm gonna take that rig money and I'm gonna
Fuck
see
it,
the world.
I'm out.
Yeah. Peace out. I gotta go do stuff. So you go to
and
Vietnam.
Sorry. Well, in the week before New York, I was actually in LA for like a family vacation. So it
Yeah.
was really cool to
Nice.
see like LA
The
and New York like
contrast, yeah.
a week apart kind of thing.
You went Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah,
You went
no.
the
So
whole-
I was just like, okay, cool. Like I've seen like the States like right on. And
That's
then,
awesome.
But yeah, then Bangkok was unreal for street art.
Oh, I
like,
can
was,
imagine.
Everybody's like, oh, you only need a day or two there. I was like, I probably could have spent a whole week and just like just seeing all the interior design. And
Yeah.
just, like Bangkok was just super cool and just
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that.
Did
And
you go
then-
solo or?
No, it was actually like a couples trip
Yeah.
with an ex-girlfriend. Well,
Excellent.
yeah, and
We'll
you
just
know,
call her a friend.
Yeah, friend,
Yeah.
friend of the past.
Yeah.
But yeah, you definitely learn a lot about people when you travel with them.
Oh
and then,
fuck yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like when I got back from the trip, it was like a 6-week trip. Actually, when I was in Thailand, I signed up for a show called the Vignettes
'Kay.
Design Series.
Okay.
So I was like on the phone with like my designer that I was like working with because there's like groups and teams for this event.
Just a stack of calling cards.
Yeah,
I bet.
yeah, and I was like at 1 in the morning in Thailand. I was like
Yeah.
on the phone trying to figure out like what I'm doing for the painting for this like this event. And
You're like
whatnot.
the art version of Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
You're a young Leo.
Like, all right, what do you want me to paint? Yeah, you, okay,
That's
yeah,
dope,
yeah.
dude.
So, thanks. And then I got back, and then it was just, I just dove right into
Yeah.
like, art and just like worked with this vignettes design series like all summer.
Yeah.
Tried to pay my dues and just
That's
just
like
hustle, man. Like I couldn't stop working. There'd be some days where I'd work like 18-hour days and like I wouldn't even get paid for like most of it just because I wanted to be there.
do something you love, and you'll never work a day in your life. That's what they say.
And do you know the truth about that is you're
Hit
gonna be
me.
working
Hit 'em with
every
it.
single
Yeah.
day of your life.
But it's not like work because you're doing what you love.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're back from Bangkok. You made some connections, some vignettes. You're doing some things.
Yeah.
So where's this put us roughly in the timeline?
Well, that was about a year ago, actually.
okay, and that's
Oh, shit.
approximately when G-Rad. I don't know. I'm stuck on this G because
Yeah.
that Rad Originals takes off.
Yeah.
As I fuck that
Yeah.
up completely. So Rad Originals is your clothing line.
Yeah.
So this is something you're doing on the side as well as your art. or
Yeah,
you
I would say it's more of
just
the
an-
hobby for me.
another
like,
medium for the art because a lot of what you're doing I'm seeing is on there. Or
yeah,
like,
yeah. I'd probably say a mix of both. I mean, it started out with like I was just like I really liked Shepard Fairey and
Yeah.
those guys. I was just like, man, like I like their clothing. I
Yeah.
was like, I don't want to like promote them when I'm painting.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want
Like, I
to.
want to promote myself, so I
Yeah.
just like started Rad Originals.
Okay.
And I was just like, I'd rather be wearing
You.
me than
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. And people say it's weird when we don't see you without a Rad Originals T-shirt.
Well, it's kind of
So-
it's you. It's
Yeah.
your brand, right? Like it's
They're great T-shirts though.
It's a great T-shirt.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so you're doing the art, you're making waves. Last year was a big year for you. The year before as well. So you did the vignette thing.
Yeah.
Then you landed. You were saying something about an ATB thing.
Yeah.
So are
that
these
was-
people approaching you?
Yeah, like I mean, so I worked with a lot of designers in this vignettes series, and like that was just my big goal for last summer. Was just
Mhm.
like I got my foot in the door, and I just like I wanted to know everybody that came through those doors, and I
You
was
wanted
just
to
like,
network, rub
yeah.
elbows, kiss
yeah, I
babies.
did-
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So I was just there all the time, and I was like, I kind of like forced people to like kind of know me. I was like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm here again. Like,
There's
what's up?
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, totally. So then after that, and I think the style like that I'm doing too is quite unique as far as how detailed the layers are, and I don't really
Well,
know
and
too many
that's-
people who are doing that.
Yeah, and that's something I want to talk about a little bit later on because
Yeah.
like you went from one to like what was the most intricate, but we'll talk about
Yeah.
that once we get
but
there.
but I think that's something that definitely helped.
Yeah.
And my medium is like I can pretty much do anything. I can do
Yeah.
everything from landscapes to portraits to bears to whatever you want.
The
So,
bears are rad, man.
yeah,
I like the
thanks.
bear with
Yeah,
the little
they're dope.
crown and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And that McDavid you did last year was
Thanks.
fucking
Thank you.
nuts. Okay, so you're doing. People are approaching you.
So yeah,
now.
people are just approaching me, and I'm just like, oh wow, like I'm actually like starting to make some money off of art. Like
It's-
I'm not
it's-
just like
The dues that you paid are now coming back to pay you.
yeah,
I
totally.
like it.
So yeah, there was an ATB project. That's at the CKUA building,
Mhm.
just across from Shaw Conference downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I've actually got a self portrait in that. That was the mural for
that's
it.
awesome. You just like did yourself.
Yeah, they were like, we need someone like.
That's like low key masturbating. You know that, right? Like you basically just like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put my own face in this building because fuck all
No,
you
I
all.
was like, who do I want to photograph for this
Yeah.
project or whatever? And I was like, me.
You just had like a really good hair day. You're like, you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm gonna boss move this.
Yeah.
That's
And
dope.
It was funny because like in the mural too, it's like back then I had like a huge beard.
Yeah.
And then I think I went into the bank like a couple weeks after I painted it and
Yeah.
I like shaved it and they were just like looking at me funny.
You're like, yes, that is
Like,
me.
I'm like, it's still me, guys.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the guy on the doors and here.
Yeah.
Whatever. So, and then I'm trying to think of like what other projects I've had.
You did the Southgate thing. How did that come about? You did the Three Bears at Southgate.
That was just like another like networking thing.
Yeah.
And like there like to get into murals too. Like that was something for like 2018 2017 I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
I just started seeing like murals and like after going to like New York and LA, I was like murals everywhere. I was like
Yeah,
but I never thought of doing that.
Yeah.
I was just like, well no, I want to paint one. Like that's cool.
I
How
want
do
a
do it?
mural. Yeah,
So I guess yeah, so back to that vignettes, that's how I got my first mural essentially.
yeah,
It was a totally free mural. Like I just painted it for them and
yeah,
like bought all the paint, just painted it so I could get exposure.
yeah.
But then this Kicks thing too, like that mural was like I got paid like $300 for that.
That's
It's not very well. Like,
that's not a
considering-
lot. Did they pay for your
Yeah.
paint then at least?
No, like I paid for the paint too, so it's like the paint was like $90.
So you made like $10.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
So,
that paint ain't cheap.
but I was like Southgate, huge opportunity. Hundreds
Yeah.
of people are probably gonna
Yeah.
walk
Yeah.
by
Lots of
there,
exposure.
like, lots of exposure. Kicks closed though, like
Yeah.
recently, so like I haven't been to Southgate since they
So you're like,
closed.
what
so
are
I'm
you
like,
gonna, what are they gonna do with that?
Yeah, what's the mall? I should probably go talk to them and be
Yeah,
like,
be
yo,
like-
just keep this. Like
Yeah.
this is cool.
Come
or, like,
on.
Put it somewhere else. It's hip. It's cool. It's what the kids are saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, then the Southgate thing. Then I think I started working on more T-shirts. I don't know. It's kind of this
You're
year
all over
has
the
honestly
place.
been like a blur. Like
You designed an entire room for Crash.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
dope.
yeah,
we
that
got
was-
invited
Yeah.
to that. We were there that year too.
Yeah,
oh,
sweet.
were you? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, sick.
So
Yeah,
how does
I
that
forgot
come
about
about?
that. So that was like again through a lot of stuff has come through this vignettes design
Yeah.
series. But I think there was like 60-ish designers that
Yeah.
like
Each
so there's
room
4
was
rooms
different.
so Crash offered up 4 rooms as part of like Edmonton Design Week.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh cool, like
Because you were part of phase 2. Like you were the upstairs.
yeah,
correct?
we were
yeah.
the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, that'd be cool, like to design a hotel room or get
Yeah.
a mural. But that was like my mom was like, get a mural, like,
Yeah.
get a mural or something
Yeah.
like that. And I was just like, okay, Crash Hotel is a party orientated something that it like appeals to like people my age
Yeah.
that just want
Yeah.
to go out and like drink.
We don't want to put a name on it, but millennials.
Yeah.
Yeah, millennials,
Yeah.
right? Fucking millennials. But anyways,
So I was just like, what would be cool? What would be cool? And I was like, oh, Playboy.
Playboy.
Like, I want to stay in like a Playboy room. Like,
right?
that'd be
But not
so
like a
cool.
cheesy Playboy.
No, but
room.
like-
it was classy. It is
Thanks.
classy.
It's the inspiration was kind of just that like that teenage dream room.
right where you just have
like-
like your nudie wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
like
it.
I never personally had one of those walls when I was growing up, so I was like, I'm gonna do it in a hotel and everybody can enjoy.
My
this.
mom
Yeah,
can't say
okay.
shit.
Yeah.
But like we had like I put mirrors on the ceiling.
Yeah.
On the bed, like just above the bed. There was
Hot girls.
Hot. Oh yeah, yeah.
Lots of hot girls.
Yeah.
You can't have a Playboy room and not. Did you
Yeah.
show up in like a velour tracksuit or like a night coat with a bubble pipe?
Did you
I
end
did-
up going to the room or no?
No, I didn't go.
Yeah,
didn't
we
see
went.
it?
Well,
I've
I
seen
went into
photos because
Yeah.
it
We
was
went into it like
everywhere.
3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we.
I didn't go that year. I went to the year before.
Because Tara was
Yeah.
taking pictures. Yeah, you went.
No,
Not to that
that was
year.
last
Oh
year.
shit.
I went to the first year.
Yeah, because Tara was taking pictures with girls.
We so actually I did something cooler than a tracksuit. Well, in my opinion, anyways. I actually designed a Playboy inspired T-shirt, like Rad Originals T-shirt.
Nice.
And I did like limited run of those. Like I like,
Did
it
you
sucks.
sell them in the room?
Honestly, I did have some in the room.
Yeah, you
I
did.
don't know if
Yeah,
you
you did.
But
I
then like
remember that.
I had 6 Playboy bunny girls.
Yeah.
All wearing my clothing, and I was
I
wearing.
saw the I
yeah.
saw the photos.
So yeah, shout out to like Jade and Aaron because Jade was actually Jade's on my shirt right
Yeah.
now. But yeah, so she was the girl on the back of the hoodie, and then Aaron was like the mural, and like these have just been friends of mine. Like I've
That's
had
awesome.
forever. So it's like
How do you
it's-
approach that? Be like, hey,
I want to
do
get
you-
naked, take some pictures.
like, but not in like a creepy kind of
No,
way.
and I-
Like,
I
in a
think-
I'm an artist kind of way.
I think. Well, and it's like it's not like they just like didn't know who I was. Like
Mhm.
they knew who I was. So I was just
Yeah.
like, I think. And if I was like to tell other artists this, like, how do you approach this? I'm just like,
Yeah.
just be professional.
Yeah.
Like, don't be weird about it. Just
Yeah.
say like,
Yeah.
I got to do this shoot for this project, and like all the because I went and bought a bunch of Playboy magazines off a guy at, like on Kijiji. and,
Yeah.
like, there was, like, it was like so
How does
awkward.
that happen? How does
Did you get a good deal at least?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
and did you come across any that like did the magazines?
Stick together.
They didn't. I
oh,
was like,
thank goodness.
I was like really just like I don't
Relieved.
know.
Did you have gloves? Like, how
No,
do
I
you
just-
approach that?
Just I don't know.
Sanitizer.
Just
Was it an
Do it. Like,
awkward
what are you gonna
mess?
do? Like,
dude, art.
Did
That's
he
just-
recommend? Did he recommend any issues when he was like taking off? He's like, well, just make sure you look at like May 2001.
Well, so okay, so
Tell you what.
She was
So-
good to me.
It was like now I look back at it too, because like I went to like the antique mall to like look for Playboy mags.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, so the inspiration was like, oh, it'd be so cool to do like either, yeah, just like plaster the nudes all over the wall and just have that as kind of the background. So I think
Yeah.
it was tasteful as far as like having the spray paint on top and
It
all the,
wasn't just like tits and vagina everywhere. Like,
No,
it was
no,
done,
no,
like
no, no.
well,
like,
yeah.
honestly, Playboy, and there's a show on Netflix, or sorry, not Netflix, Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And it's about like kind of the history of Playboy.
Yeah.
And I actually learned a lot about Playboy going through those magazines. It's not all about nudes.
no,
No, not at all.
it never
That's what I
was.
was
It
so
literally was about the articles.
Yeah.
Well, his
Yeah.
daughter ran the company for like the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Is Playboy still around?
No,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they are, aren't they?
They're only on internet.
Oh, okay, they're
yeah.
only online.
I think they shut down the magazine part.
Yeah, they went
a while
no
ago.
nudes, and then that failed.
Yeah.
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 But anyways, yeah. So I learned, and it was really cool because it was kind of like a time capsule. Because I've focused like the 80s to the 90s to the 2000s is kind of
Yeah.
what I bought.
Yeah.
And it was really cool to see like the different cameras, all the way to like the newer technology.
See, and I'm like the evolution of the bush. How did that go?
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
I'm like, so it went really bushy to start to get trim.
But like
I mean, that was
realistically,
acknowledged as well, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like,
the cameras and
Yeah.
the angles
yeah.
and the filters and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, that's what I meant
Yeah.
when I said push.
But so
push
I,
stands for cameras.
Yeah. but I hit this guy up on like Kijiji or whatever. I was like, I need a bunch of Playboy mags, and like I meet up with him. The guy's like got a garage just like full of stuff,
Yeah.
and he's like, so what's like a young kid like you wanting a bunch of Playboys?
You have the
Another
internet.
old
What's
man.
going on
He
here?
was like, isn't there the internet? I was just like, yeah, I'm doing an art project.
Sure.
He's just like, so like, can you like, I was kind of telling him about the idea and
Yeah.
stuff like that. He was like, send me pictures like when it's done. This sounds really cool. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, whatever. Send
Did you
him
like
the-
have him to the room and stuff after?
No, I didn't. But
You
but
totally
I
should have.
I
You
know,
still should.
I should.
You just hit him up and be like, hey, I want to take you out.
Yeah.
You're like, who is this?
Take you to a
I think you
hotel
know-
Want
I
to
think-
see your ladies?
I think you know who it is.
Yeah.
It's May
Yeah.
2001 right there.
He goes
Yeah.
in there, it's the tier.
Yeah.
One tier.
So beautiful. Put them to good use.
I need to rent this room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Out.
Yeah.
So that's pretty rad.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so yeah, and then we had like Nintendo 64 with Mario Kart
Yeah.
the night of, and it was just cool to see like that room was packed all night.
Yeah.
And like out of the so there was like 70 or 60 designers that applied, and I was like one of the 4 that got a room.
Yeah.
And it was just like really cool to like take that room and like make it into my own
How were they with the
space.
room afterwards?
I don't know.
Okay.
You haven't been back to visit?
I haven't really, like, here and there, but not like.
Did you install black lights anywhere? I totally would have put a black
didn't.
light somewhere.
I
Just to be that guy, just be like, and now
All the-
black lights.
Here's the real art. 10 years later.
Yeah.
Just, anyways, move on.
Yeah.
Sweet, man. Okay, so those are some things you've done. So you currently have an art exhibit going on, which
Yeah.
is kind of a big deal to have an exhibit,
Yeah.
especially
that's
on
not a
like
joke.
124,
Yeah.
which is it's a type
Hipster
of
It is. It's
Motherfuckers.
where all the galleries
all
are.
the
pretty
cool
much.
and the
Yeah.
tasty coffee shops and stuff.
Yeah. So I've been. Oh yeah, I've been with Udell, and that was another thing that happened about a year ago.
Okay,
Yeah,
so who is Udell? What is Udell exhibitions?
Yeah.
Who is
I'm
that?
not even gonna like repeat that.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't try.
So just another gallery on 124th Street, I
Yeah.
guess. But they're, I guess, focusing more on just newer artists. And,
Yeah.
like the whole art gallery world has just been something that's kind of been an unknown because it was never
Yeah.
on my radar for me. But
And it's so like it's an old system if you think about it. Like the art gallery was there so you had somewhere to showcase your art before the internet.
totally
Now I can just post it. It's like skate clips. You don't
Yeah.
have to wait for the video anymore because everyone's uploading the best clips to the gram.
exactly.
So like the is an art gallery upon itself. So why would you even fuck with art galleries when you could just do it all yourself?
Well-
Hence the Rad Originals type.
Well,
thing.
seeing like last year when I was like this opportunity came up and I was like, oh, okay, like
Yeah.
but galleries take commissions and that's not anything new and it's a very big commission.
Yeah.
Like it's anywhere from like 50 to 40 to 30% is
Get
what
the fuck out.
I know, like I'm like, yeah, it's crazy. So I was just like what?
They're the ultimate
So
middleman if you
I
think about
need
it.
to start a gallery. We
Yeah.
should just open up a gallery on 124
should.
and act like we are now and sell art.
Okay, so they approach you.
So they approached me.
How much art do you need to have for said gallery? Because it's running from November 17th is when it started, and it wraps up December 3rd.
Yeah, it actually just got extended to December,
Oh,
which is kind of
shit,
sweet.
that's
so
dope.
Like,
That
an extra
means
couple weeks.
that's
which,
good.
Yeah, they're actually putting a dispensary in the gallery. too,
Get
so-
out.
Nice.
In
Those
the gallery?
millennials and their weed,
Sorry?
I tell
In
you.
the gallery?
Yeah, yeah. So
Huh.
they have like separate entrances and stuff like that. Well, like one entrance, but then like
Huh.
That's all.
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
But
Very progressive.
yes.
Yeah.
So, but the reason why I was like, you know what, I've got nothing to lose. I was like, I was 21 at the time.
Yeah,
I was like, cool. I have an art gallery that's interested in my work.
yeah.
Like, but think of all the other opportunities that could
Come of
I like
this.
honestly, I was just kind of a yes man this year.
Yeah.
Like I just said yes to every project that came up.
I don't know if you've ever seen Yes Man
I
with
have.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
It's a great movie, and it worked
is.
out well for him.
Yeah.
He met Zoe Deschanel.
Exactly.
Got to go to a Harry Potter party. Anyways, so there's nothing wrong with being a yes man.
No,
unless
I-
they're like, do weird stuff, and you're like, I don't want to do weird stuff.
like,
We're like,
no.
you're a yes man, and then
Yeah.
you're like, it's a thing.
Sounds like you're digging in a closet right now. Some skeletons.
What? Yes, sir.
What have I said yes to that I don't remember?
I have your soul. Hey, the
Um,
troll.
Yeah, but the cool thing about that is like, if they're not selling my work,
Yep.
they're not making money to pay the bills.
Gotcha.
So now I don't have to worry about selling artwork.
Yeah.
I just have to worry about producing artwork.
Yeah.
And I think that was kind of the last thing. Even now I still feel like I've just got so many projects going on. It's like
So many plates be spinning.
yeah, I'm just like, how do I focus my attention to one thing? Like the clothing, I just kind of like put a hold on that just
Yeah.
because it just takes up time. It's like I'd rather focus on the artwork because that's where I want to go with that. in the
Exactly.
future. So I was just like, oh sweet, like any extra income from the gallery is just
Yeah.
like,
Goes back into the art.
oh yeah, it's just like sweet. And I'm a full-time artist. Like I don't have another job.
That's wicked, dude.
Yeah. So I've been doing
Nice.
that. Yeah, I haven't had a normal job, I guess, in like
Since the
2
rigs.
years. Yeah.
That's
like,
That's fucking
dope.
awesome. Seriously.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's a
So-
congratulate. I'm gonna give you a high five. Good for you,
I was
buddy.
like, oh,
Legit.
There we
You're
go.
right. You don't know what you're gonna get with him. It might be a fist
I'm
bump.
gonna Not yet. Not yet.
But
Well, that fidget cube's gone.
yeah, so then they offered me up a solo show in I think April, March-ish.
Yeah.
So I had a long time to like prep for the show, but like I was
You have a
literally
long time, but you don't have a long time. So how
don't.
many pieces are in the art exhibit?
I think there's like 20 something ish.
Nice.
Yeah.
But there is like, and that's another thing with stencils is I really love that like repetition
Yeah.
vibes. So I did like these new neon girls, and I did a couple other pieces that have duplicates.
Yeah.
And it is kind of that like Andy Warhol vibe of just like different colors. But I mean like, I have stencils.
Yeah.
and that's kind of what they're meant for, is that replicate or like
No, totally.
Repetition.
yeah. And
So
like
now that you
different
have like
editions,
a portfolio of stencils, you're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go paint the town. I'm gonna go get up everywhere.
I
Gotta
would
call
love
me.
to do that, but I think now
It's too
I
noticeable.
think I would
They'll
be
know,
like,
yeah.
hey, why are you painting up buildings that you
Yeah.
weren't supposed to?
It's called art, Bob. Look it up. I have an exhibit.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you, officer.
Here's my card.
Go fuck yourself. Oh, you're really writing me a
yeah.
ticket.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah. I should actually be charging you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually haven't painted an outside wall yet. That's still on the agenda.
There's the
for,
free walls in town.
Is there? See, I've
Yeah.
heard like mixed things where like things have got shut down and there isn't
No,
free walls.
there's free walls,
Where
yeah.
are they?
Just
then?
gotta look into it.
Between the stadium, between Coliseum and something, there's that.
Oh, okay.
That
I
one
know
giant
exactly.
one?
See, and I
Yeah.
also heard about that too, and like
you
there's
get
also-
you'll get painted over, but
well, see, but then I've also
and
heard
there's
people say
skate
like
parks everywhere.
hey,
Yeah.
don't do this, like don't paint over, like because there's certain people. Who,
Oh,
like,
there's etiquette and stuff.
You know what
Like
I
you
mean?
don't go over
And-
Muser, you
and-
don't go over like certain people. Like
totally, and that was something that I learned this summer. I met up with a buddy for Van City Mural Fest.
Yep.
And
You ever-
there's like there's free walls down in Vancouver.
Oh, everywhere,
So we,
yeah.
we hit up a bunch of free walls, and I was like, but my buddy who's like a graffiti writer was
Yep.
like, telling me like the culture, and I was like, I've watched all the documentaries, but I've never like actually like talked to someone.
Oh, it's
And, like,
crazy.
It's crazy. Like I was
I
just
thought
like,
I could be a graffiti artist for a minute. No, I was
I
toy
don't-
as fuck. I
yeah,
just
I couldn't
packed
do
that
it.
in when I got chased by the cops.
Yeah.
I'm like, this ain't worth it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. This is big boy time.
Yeah.
Scary.
I'm not an artist.
yeah. I buy all my paint, so
Yeah.
like I just can't.
Yeah.
I can't be a graffiti writer.
Fuck,
but
I have a box of
okay.
paint I should bring you. I just I had some Montana that I was gonna do something with, and then I just never did. But you can go to skate parks and stuff.
Yeah.
You get up in there. That's always fun.
maybe.
Can you get rid of some of the bullshit that people go in there and do? Fuck
dicks.
me.
Well, and I was.
How are you at spray painting penises?
yeah.
Because like you can't spray.
Exceptionally good at it.
Well, then come in.
Have you
Castle
seen the
Downs
Playboy room?
awaits you.
No, that was more of the titties there. Yeah.
Genitalia.
But yeah, like my buddy was saying, he was like, if you just started stenciling down in Vancouver, like the way you've stenciled your paintings,
Yeah.
he was like, you'd probably blow up. Just because, yeah, like the amount of detail I'm getting in my stencils now is
Oh,
just
it's
like,
nuts. Okay, so that brings me to the thing. Like, the farthest I had ever done, like, I fucked around with graffiti and stenciling and stuff. I could do 3. My 3 layers, and that was as intricate as I was getting.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Jason Adams fan. He's a skater. He
Yeah.
also does tons of stencil work. He gets, I think the most he's done is like 70 something. How many have you done on like some of your more intense ones? Like your McDavid was pretty fucking.
I think that was only like 10.
Actually,
Yeah.
that's pretty dope.
But those neon girls I did, that was my most, and like, you can do more layers just because you're using different colors to like do color pops and
Yeah.
things and stuff like that. But that one was 17 different colors of gray.
That's nuts.
What the?
So,
Is there's 17 different colors of gray in aerosol,
dude, you could probably find like
right?
20. You could probably find like maybe 30.
They all have
Oh,
wicked
they-
names.
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to like think
Ghost
of some
farts.
now. Yeah.
That's my favorite color. It's like almost white.
Yeah. But yeah, I like the amount of layers. I don't think really matters now.
Yeah.
It's just like because I just did a painting that was 10 or maybe 12 layers, something like that.
Yeah.
But I was honestly shocked on how realistic.
How long does it take you to cut your stencils? Because that's
See, and that's what everybody they're like. Oh, do you CNC your stencils? I mean, no, I hand cut everything.
Wow.
Yeah, it takes.
Oh,
you have
nice.
the little, and you get the, and it
Oh,
takes a
the
while,
X-Acto
man.
knife,
Yeah.
the fucking
Exactly.
model knives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So honestly, it's so hard to say. Like people are like, "Oh, when are you gonna be finished this?" I'm
Well,
like,
and
I don't know.
that's something else I
Yeah.
want to touch on. So what's the process? What's the rad original process? You got an idea, like, well, I'm stuck because
Yeah, yeah.
I enjoy hockey,
Yeah.
as do you. You should do a Lanny McDonald though.
Yeah, that'd be cool too.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
You should do like a Lanny McDonald, but ghost your face in there.
Just, it's actually me. I'm everywhere. So what's,
Repainting.
so what's the process? So like, you put on some jams and just go at it. Like,
Well,
is there a
it's-
zone? Do you have to be feeling it? Like,
Yeah, I
what's-
definitely go through my phases of like right now I'm kind of just in my down phase, but normally it goes design phase, and I'll do that for like a week or two.
Yeah.
And I'll like get all
So
my
do you do a lot of your designing online then?
yeah,
you
like
do-
all
you,
Photoshop and like
you
I'll
layer it down. You
do-
fuck with your contrasts and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then and like I take most of my like I don't want to say all my paintings are, but like now majority of my paintings are all my own photography.
Yeah, and that makes it easier too for copyright.
Totally, yeah, and that's just something that I've always been like. I mean, there's that constant battle of like appropriation,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But I've just tried to like skip over that, and I just think it's way more original.
Yeah.
It's like I'm getting my own models and taking my own photos.
Exactly. It's just another layer of the stencil that is
Yeah.
Rad Originals.
Exactly.
I love it. I love it. So yeah, so okay, so were you
so-
always good with a camera then, or did you kind of like,
I just
fuck
kinda-
it, this is something I wanted?
I was
learn,
kind of into
or-
like street photography and just
Yeah.
like urban life. You know, just kind of the same old Edmonton stuff. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Like, what else do you do here? But no,
There's
I'm just
tons
kidding.
you can do.
I'm
You
just
can
kidding. Yeah.
spray paint dicks at the local skate park.
You can do that.
It happens.
Get chased by the cops. How
But
do you
yeah,
feel
so,
about donaires?
so that and like going, well, like living out in Fort Saskatchewan too.
Yeah.
I met all my buddies through like Volkswagens. 'Cause
Yeah.
There's a lot of like, there's a big Volkswagen scene here.
Yeah.
Do you know Taco Skateboards?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So do you guys know like Forge 53 and stuff like that?
I have a loose.
I used to roll with
Okay.
Air Riders.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they well, there was just a show where Taco Skate was in that with them, and they
He made a
know these
skateboard
guys.
edit of me. I'm not gonna.
It's actually pretty good. I'm like, did you do that, Alec? He's like, no.
No,
He's like, they
Taco
did. I'm
did.
like, that's fucking awesome.
He has a
Sick.
wicked chili.
I haven't
recipe.
actually met the guy, but
He's
I,
cool.
yeah,
Northside
I'd
guy.
like to. But yeah, so yeah, a lot of photography of the cars, and
Yeah.
then I just kind of moved on to portraits and other landscapes and
That's
stuff
awesome.
like that. And then yeah, so it goes to design phase and then stencil phase, and I just get like everything just printed out.
Yeah.
Because why am I in a wall
Yeah,
and like spend extra time?
it takes a while.
Yeah, and the amount of time like
Well, you're like a full blown artist now, so like
Yeah.
you're not just doing it to like, oh, you know what I'm gonna do Friday night? I'm gonna make a nice little stencil or something.
Yeah.
No, it's like, no, I gotta
it's like
fill
I
a
gotta-
gallery.
yeah.
I got shit
No,
to do. Print it.
literally.
Becky, print it out.
I've got my own like Staples inside sales rep now.
That's
and stuff
awesome.
like
You have a
that.
red
Just-
stapler.
I'm just like, yo, I need this now. He's
That
like,
was
"All right."
easy. Did you get a that was easy button?
I didn't. I should. Next time I place an
Fold
order,
it
I'd be
be
like,
better.
Can I get it? That was
Do
easy.
you want me to
Yeah,
bargain
yeah.
for you? You want me to
Yes.
bargain for you?
Yeah.
Send them my way. I'll give them one.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna go in debt.
yeah.
Then call me after. I'll get you
Okay,
what
so I
you
got
need.
you a that was easy button, but we owe him
Yeah.
$75. I don't know how, but yeah, and
It
there's
only
also
costs
my
like
fee.
15 in the
Yeah.
store.
Yeah.
It's like, I
That
don't
is
know.
a really special one, I guess. It doesn't come with
The
batteries. though.
golden easy
Yeah.
button.
Yeah, no shit.
And then so I'll usually like cut a bunch of paintings all at once.
Yep.
And then I'll move on to painting. So I like to kind of do everything in like stages, and
Yeah.
then because by the time I like do a bunch of painting, because there's so much like focus that you actually have to like pencils lined up and just like when you're painting.
Yeah.
So I just get tired of being really like focused on that for a while, and then the stencil cutting is actually the relaxing part. That's when I like
Just zone out, follow the lines.
watch YouTube, listen
Yeah.
to music, podcasts, all that stuff. So
Get caught up on the local Awesome Hour.
there you go.
Brought to you by the Awesome Hour. I was just trying to
Yeah.
trying to put my face on the mural.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
didn't work.
there you-
Anyways, keep going.
So yeah, that's just kind of, and yeah, I guess the biggest challenge for me now is just size. I mean, I think I've got that pretty much down,
Yeah.
but just trying to go big with some
Go big or
stencils.
go home, that's
So
what they say.
that Drunken Ox
Yeah.
Sober Cat mural, that was, I think that's probably one of the biggest.
So is that in the building?
Yeah, it's inside the building.
'Kay.
There's a big cook's window
Yeah.
on that wall. It's like 25 feet by like 10 and a half feet high.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
How long
it's-
does that take you then? From process to paint? Like,
They were like,
where are you?
They're like, we need this done in 10 days. I was like, I could do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. But I mean, I still finished the mural. It's just like,
yeah.
I just said yes. And then that's just kind of what got
I'm
me.
gonna start saying yes to
Yeah,
things.
do it.
Yes.
Alec, take off your pants.
Yes.
Would you like fries with that? Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, and then they were like, yeah, we want neon incorporated in that. So I
Yeah.
was like, yes. No idea where to start looking on
For
how
a
to get
neon guy.
neon.
Yeah.
But and it all came together, and I think that is actually one of the biggest stenciled, like multi-layered, detailed stencil murals
In town?
in like Canada, maybe.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Like honestly, I just don't know, and like I'd like to do my research. I'd like to try and see if there's other people.
Just make a
doing my
wicked.
style.
Go to the Edmonton page and just put yourself in there.
Yeah.
I should.
And then like, and then when
Shit.
people Google it, be like,
Yeah.
oh, he is. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
That's
That's it,
Wikipedia.
yeah.
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 Just
There's a
like
ba-
throw it in the Edmonton Reddit because it's Reddit. It's the truth.
Yeah, yeah, totally. But yeah. So I guess that's kind of the process. So it goes design, cut, and paint.
Nice.
Pretty simple.
So
Actually.
you've been doing this now since high school. You've done some things. You're doing some other things. Lots of things on the go.
So many things
Exhibit.
on the go. Potential. No, actually not. It's not even potential. It's happening. Beer collab.
Cool.
Doing a beer-
Cool, man.
Be designing all the beer cans for
For
a
That's
local brewery.
dope.
Fuck
What
yeah.
local brewery?
The Growlery.
The Growlery.
Growlery.
Okay, sweet. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so I'll be doing a big mural for them soon.
Okay.
A bear mural.
Nice.
And yeah, I think it's gonna be
Is
like,
that New Year type stuff? Do you get like you got some downtime just to enjoy the gallery right now?
no. So there's another big project I had this summer. I
Yep.
got commissioned to do 50 pieces of artwork for a condo building.
Nice.
That's cool.
Awesome.
So I've got like 28 paintings done for that, and I've got another 22 to go.
Is it like
Okay.
a living condo?
Yeah, the
Like adults only, no kids
the
allowed.
I don't know actually
Well, you have to know these
if
things.
they're like
So is
What
this
if you got
probably going to be in
boobies?
like their showrooms or
no, it's so it's the Edgewater Towers.
Yeah.
On like 87th and Jasper.
Yeah.
So it's two 25-story buildings.
Yeah.
And they have a piece of art on every single floor as
Oh,
soon as you get out of
shit.
the elevator.
That's
I'm
dope.
no like
Yeah.
That's dope as fuck,
Sherlock
dude.
Thanks.
or like smart person, but I'm kind of thinking that you're kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing here? You're kind of like, is this just a yes thing or like, dude, you're fucking blowing up, bro. I don't know if anyone's told you this yet. Don't let it go to your head. But I'm glad I know you. I'm just gonna drop your
See,
name.
it's funny because like there has been a couple people who've said that.
How do you deal with being this famous
I
artist?
don't even like see this though. I'm just like what do you mean? Like what? I just have
doing
like
stuff.
shit.
well that's the thing though is I'm just doing what I love. I'm just like I'd be doing
5
this
years, I'm
anyway.
gonna
It's
trip
cool.
and fall into something you've done. Be like, oh, that's a rad original right there.
Yeah,
Fuck,
but
dude,
so I
that's-
still got like I took a week off after the gallery show because I was just like no sleep,
Mhm.
team no sleep kind of thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, I really should probably get
Just
my
say
ass
yes
back
to
in-
sleep. That's what I say.
Yeah, but
Too
then you
much,
don't get
actually.
work done.
Yeah, fair enough. So do you have like a loft? I imagine you have a cool loft with like cool things.
Are
in
you
it.
like
Just,
picturing the movie fucking
No,
artist
I'm- no,
loft
I'm
and he
thinking-
sleeps in his bed that's in the
Exactly.
You
corner
guys ever
Yeah.
watch
of the-
Orphan Black?
of the giant? Yeah.
You know the
giant
brother?
loft is
That-
exactly what
that's
I'm
exactly
saying.
what I'm thinking of. It's covered in graffiti. The door looks like you could just.
It's a
let
giant
yourself in.
sliding metal door.
Yeah,
The
it's got
sheets
no
hanging
lock.
over things.
Got no lock because you're an artist. You live
Yeah.
dangerously.
Yeah.
It's inspiration.
Yeah, not quite a loft.
No?
But I do live in a really cool house with my buddy Nathan Idol Worship. Shout out to him. But
Sweet, sweet.
so it's a duplex just off 124th Street.
You don't give the address. People will be knocking on the
They
door.
will
They'll
come
be
to
like,
your door. Yes.
We're here for a rad original.
Well, okay, 124th Street area.
There you
Sure
go.
wouldn't say
That
where,
There's
works.
like
but-
different aspects. It all
Oh, yeah.
depends. We'll just.
But like,
with that. Yeah.
anyways, that area. So
Dig
it's like
it.
it's sick because it's right gallery.
Okay, sweet.
Cool.
You're kind of still giving away too much information. People can.
Well, just
Detective
No,
you.
but do you know how
Down
many
this-
duplexes are on 124 by that gallery?
If I start
A
knocking
bajillion.
now, I'm gonna find Grady.
Anyways, it's a sick place. The second floor. Yeah, we have a big bad dog.
It's huge.
You will fucking eat.
Yeah. So yeah, the second floor of the house
Yeah.
is a studio space. So that's where
So
I
you're
cut all my
both
yeah, we're
artists
both
then?
artists, and
Nice.
it's really cool to actually be in a house with other artists.
Yeah,
Um.
like a creative space.
Yeah,
Do
because
you do similar things?
no, I think we got really quite different styles.
See, that's awesome. Then.
So I think that is really cool too because we've talked about that, and I think it's cool to bounce ideas off each other.
Well, let's talk
because you don't-
the Edmonton artist scene. Then
Yeah.
I know there's Bidweb, right? Mindbid,
Minbid.
Minbid.
Yeah.
I fuck everything up. I say it's kind of a specialty I have. But there's
Yeah.
that. I know there's Rust Magic. They
Yeah.
bring graffiti artists in to do big ass murals. Have you?
Totally.
Are you aware of them? Are you just? Gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
like,
I'm aware.
Hey,
I just,
I can do some shit for you.
see, and like this is, I mean, this is just.
So what's the Edmonton art scene for an up and coming, a rad original? What's your take on the Edmonton art scene?
I think it's Edmonton isn't New York or LA yet.
Nope.
But I definitely think the art scene is growing
Yeah.
quite fast.
Is it like kind of like?
I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
Is it a good community at least? Like, are people like?
I don't.
Do you
think-
have some homies at least? Like, you got?
Yeah, I've got
Idol
like art
Worship,
homies
yeah.
and stuff like that. But I just don't think it's like I don't know if it's. I'm trying to like.
Here it comes.
Where's
It's the same
this?
thing as the music fucking scene. It's the
He
same
has
thing.
opinions.
No, it is. You can ask any. You even ask the guys that were on the show last week. There's a lot of flaky people in Edmonton
Yeah,
communities.
yeah, and like
Yeah.
there's been like people that have wanted to do projects with,
Yeah.
and everybody's like all hyped on it,
Yeah.
And they
it's
don't
just
show.
Like, and I'm just like, okay, well, like I'm ready to work.
Let's do this.
Let's do this, and then it's just like you don't really hear back or
Fair
like,
enough.
whatever. But I also don't know if it is like more hobbyists, because there's the art walk and it does
Yeah.
promote a lot of artwork like
Yeah.
that. But I think like if you look at a place like Vancouver or Toronto or
Yeah.
like those like there is like professional like high end artists.
Yeah.
And, like you can tell with their work.
Yeah.
Just as far as quality and like yeah, I've had conversations where it's even just like, how am I making money at artwork?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm treating this as my job.
Yeah. I'm
Like,
hustling.
I have to put
The
out.
shirt I'm wearing is I made this.
Yeah.
This is me.
Well, and
Yeah.
it's not even just like me just making stuff. It's just like I'm putting like so much attention to detail into my pieces.
Yeah.
And like just little things will just bother me when probably no one's even gonna notice it.
No, but
it's
that's
just like
that's what makes you an artist.
Yeah.
It is
Well,
that.
and it's like-
that's you on the canvas. Whether you it's a stencil of Bob, it's you on there. You know what I mean?
totally.
Yeah.
But it's like I've just put everything into it, and I'm just like, I think it'd be no different than someone working another job
Yeah.
and just working hard at it. It's
Yeah.
just like I'm just doing that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, as far as like the art scene, I think it's growing a lot. It's exciting to see more local businesses like
Embracing
actually
it.
approach artists, and they're
Yeah.
looking to spend more money on artwork.
They understand the value attached to art. A lot of
Totally.
business folk just seem to be like, "Hey, make the beauty happen. I'll give you a little bit of money." Because you're just, you're just an artist.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
and I think I've also started to treat art as more like a business or a service that I can provide kind
Yeah.
of thing. Because it's like, if you went to the auto body shop or you want your car modded or something
Yeah.
like that, it's like, okay, well, it's going to cost this much. It's like, oh, I don't have that much. Like,
Yeah.
can you just do it for like free? It's like the
I
guy
can't
would be
do
like,
that, yeah.
like leave.
Hit the
Like,
bricks. Yeah.
So I think with art too, I think you have to pay your dues and get your exposure, but that's kind of like with any job. You
Yeah.
kind of just have to like do the
Gotta
shit
put the
work for a
time
little
in,
bit.
yeah.
And then, but yeah, now it's like you're like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. Like for example, Drunken Ox.
Yeah.
Even with my style, it's like I can draw up a rendering and
Yeah.
be like, this is what you're getting,
Yeah.
and like it's just gonna be an Instagram hotspot for you. It's gonna be like this, or you're gonna.
But
get more
that's a
people.
big deal.
Oh,
like
I'm-
in an age of influencers, you want to bring those people in.
Totally.
Holy Rollers had that with their neon and stuff. It
Totally.
brought people in. So that's
Totally. Well, and then they got like the pineapple and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And yeah.
so
those
they
are-
want you. That's cool, man. That's rad.
So yeah, and like yeah, Rust Magic. I've tried to get in the festival for the last 2 years. And
Yeah.
I just haven't been able to. But
Well, you just keep trying, man. It doesn't sound like you're gonna stop anytime soon.
No,
This
and
is
like,
kind of your thing.
there's a lot of stuff in the works right now that I can't really say.
No.
Just because like I don't like to get too excited on things.
So
it's
you're
just, like-
actually like,
yeah, you can't. Yeah.
yeah, until it's 100% a handshake, a kiss, and you're doing it.
Yeah,
It's not happening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I know there's been people saying like, you keep things like on lockdown until you like figure it out, or like you wait till you post things. I'm like, yeah, because I don't want to seem like a jackass.
You
when
don't
I'm
wanna be
like,
that
"Oh,
guy."
This is really exciting, and then it just never happens, right?
Well,
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
like I'll equate
Especially
it
in
to a
flaky
podcast.
Edmonton.
Yeah. We've tried to have people on the show, and they're like, "Yeah, we totally want to do it," and we've tried to set it up over and over again to the point where it's like, "Okay, I guess we're not gonna do this.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, I'm really excited for the brewery.
Yeah.
I'm a beer drinker, so like to have my
Yeah.
art
So
on
what's
beer
coming?
cans.
What's coming up that you can talk about? 2018's coming to a close. 2019 gonna be a stellar year for Rad Originals. What can we look forward to in the future?
Well, the dispensary for the Udall exhibitions, that's going to be happening. I know there's like everybody's talking about like the shortages and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I think they're pushing past that, and then they're still just going to get the license and everything.
Yeah.
But they want a mural, so I'll probably be doing a bear for them or something like that.
Bears seem to be your go-to.
Bears.
People like the bears?
Just like bears.
I like bears. Bears are dope. I get
Yeah.
it. But like a lot of bears, especially on 124th, there's a ton of bears.
There
There's like
is.
the orange
big,
bear.
Yeah,
Well, so that's the
two
gallery.
big orange
That's
ones.
that's the
Yeah,
gallery.
yeah.
Okay, okay. It's right by one of my favorite noodle shops, Prayer Noodle Shop.
Yeah, there you
Fucking
go.
shout out
Yeah.
to those guys. Tasty tastiness.
Yeah.
So that's dope.
So yeah, lots of bears. I don't know. Bears are cool.
What's something you want to do? Like,
Yeah.
here's a bucket lister. You're throwing darts at shit, and it lands on what you want to do. What are you gonna do? What's a passion piece for Grady?
Oh man, like
What
okay.
gets your heart going? What gets the spread finger twitching?
like collab with Nike. I know like that's like probably sounds like way out
No,
there,
no.
but I'm like,
It's
why?
Nike. Just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
Just do it.
Like
Their whole ad right now is like, just do it till you do it, and then you're doing it.
Yeah.
That's literally like,
Yeah.
just take a knee, dude.
yeah,
Just do it.
I would love to collab with Nike. I think that'd be a cool like maybe potential like 10-year goal. Like I don't
Yeah.
know, just see
that's
Jesus
cool,
throwing
man.
it out there and I think I'd like to actually have a show somewhere other than Edmonton.
That's another thing I
Where
was
there-
going
where
to
it's,
ask. Well, you
uh,
did that thing in Sherwood Park. That's not Edmonton.
Sherwood Park.
He did a really
That's-
cool. He did like a ram on a door. It was dope. It was the trash
A
upcycled.
ram?
I think
What?
it was a bird.
I better get better at painting. If you
No, I can't. I can't.
It was a
place
bird. Yeah,
it was a bird.
It was a
yeah.
harpy eagle.
That's
Special.
exactly
Yeah.
it. The harpy eagle, the ears on the harpy eagle can sometimes look. I fucked it up.
Ramish?
I couldn't remember, but I knew it was something on a door.
Birds have like flappy ears.
Have you
Like
not
birds?
heard of a horned
The birds in
horned
his head,
owl?
yeah.
Have you not seen Potter?
Oh, okay, I guess owls.
Yeah.
Sorry. Harpy eagles. They eat monkeys.
Couldn't
Yeah.
remember. No, you did the Sherwood Park trash upcycle.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. So that was with
that looked
Glenn
cool.
Ronald. That was actually like one of my first like gallery shows,
Yeah.
I guess, with him. But I did a harpy eagle, which they live in like the Amazon jungle, and
I
they
wasn't
eat,
trying to
they eat
disrespect you either.
monkeys.
I
know,
couldn't
it's
remember.
okay.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
We'll
We'll hug it
talk
out
later
after.
about
Yeah,
that.
we'll figure it out.
But yeah, the idea behind that was just like kind of showing like how humans are pushing these animals out of their habitat,
Yeah.
and just kind of like mixing the two mediums as far as like, well, that was actually off a 1960s Volkswagen Beetle door.
That's dope too. So that
Volkswagen
brings
van.
it back around to your
Yeah.
love for the
Yeah,
Volkswagen.
and I did a bear as well on a Volkswagen door.
See, that's rad.
that one just sold out to Tofino actually. So,
Nice.
Cool.
Sweet.
Yeah. So and then now back to the gallery and like what they do. I know I feel like I kind of get
No,
off
that's the
track, but-
podcast. I'm all over the place.
um,
We're all over the place.
But the so the gallery has been getting my artwork into other places,
Yeah.
like to collectors' homes. So there's
see, that's cool, man.
yeah, there's a place in Tofino that has it's like another hotel, like
Yeah.
a boutique hotel, and they've got 4 of my pieces right now.
Nice.
Have you been to Tofino?
I haven't yet.
Well,
That
now
was-
we
I
gotta
was-
go. Let's
I
go
was
together. We'll go surfing and then we'll go look at art together.
Very expensive out there.
done.
Who cares? We'll take a Volkswagen or my Honda Odyssey.
Yes.
We'll sleep in the back. We'll do stencil art along the way. I'll be your
Perfect.
manager.
'Kay,
Be your
sounds
hype
good.
man. I'll grow my hair out. I'll be Larry
Leave
King.
That works well with Rams.
Yeah, with Rams.
How do you feel about Rams or Harpy Eagles? They
You
eat
just hold my
monkeys.
paint.
Just make sure he doesn't huff it.
You turn around and it's
Candy.
covered in paint.
Put the cap back on.
Damn it, Kenny.
I just have a button when you're done.
Yeah.
That was easy. That's why he keeps me around.
Yeah.
Keep him real. Keep him
But-
grounded.
Yeah, but I think just pushing outwards in
Yeah?
Canada or like Vancouver. I mean, yeah, I'm like from BC. It'd be so cool to have.
Something in Kamloops, the hometown.
Something-
Yeah.
Well, they have a mural festival that I've applied for 2 years in a row and still haven't got the mural. But
Have you thought about just showing up?
yeah, I've thought
I
about
feel
that.
like you just show up. You're like, no,
I was there this summer. I've got like my whole
supposed to be
family
there.
still lives in Kamloops
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But it's like, I don't know. I still just want to like do things the legal way.
Yeah.
Like
I get it. I get
And
it.
it's like-
but you're not remembered for the rules you don't break.
It's
A little
true.
piece of knowledge.
True, also true.
So let's
but-
break them. Let's do it. And by
Yeah.
I will
let's-
help you spray paint the cop car.
Okay, sounds good.
I will not do any of that because I have a wife and a child. But I'll be I'll be like, oh god, damn it! And then they're already there. Anyway,
I'm just holding the paint.
that was
Yo,
easy.
why is it on your face?
I'm really fucked up right now in ghost farts. It smells like donuts. Office.
Shit.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Well, and I don't think I was too like eager to like get away from like Edmonton or anything like that because
Yeah.
Edmonton's been like super good to me. But I also didn't have a portfolio to start sending out there.
Now you got a
Now
portfolio.
I have a portfolio.
Yeah.
Like I'm like still stoked with the show.
You
Like,
should be, man. Like it's
I've
fucking
been
rad.
legit.
Like I was in the gallery like pretty much every day last week. I was like, oh, I just want to come look at the artwork again.
That's
like,
dope. And just like, yeah, have you done the thing yet where you go and someone's looking at your piece? You're like, yeah. So what do you think of that one?
I made it.
And then you let them talk.
You let them-
You let them talk.
I
And then you
really
just,
like
yeah,
how
you
it's
get
like that. Thank you. It's
You get
mine.
real close to the ear, like you're like, I made it. But you got like that coffee breath, and your mustache tickles their ears, so they like they kind of giggle a bit, and then they immediately buy it.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, if you need tips, you come see us. We
'Kay.
got you. We
Okay,
got you.
sounds good.
Under our harpy eagle wings. Get under. Get under. Trying to bring it back around. It's not happening.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I haven't. I usually like to just like be quiet at
Yeah.
the gallery. Like when I'm in there, and while the gallery is just like, oh, that's the artist over there, just
Yeah.
hanging out here. He's got nothing better to do, I guess. But
You should come up with like a shtick where like you show up and like, I got nothing, but we should get you a shtick.
As soon as you said that, I pictured fucking Dumb and Dumber when they would put on the suits.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's wearing
Have
like
you
the
thought of
top
that?
hat and like a
Nice.
pink suit.
it's like I need to like start showing up in like my own clothing brand everywhere.
Yes,
Yeah.
but like elevate your clothing brand so it's all neon.
Oh,
So people see
shit.
you coming.
So
Don't-
wear
don't-
neon.
do not
Just, like,
take-
wear
Oh, not
transparent,
like that. Fucking neon wings, like you're Jim Carrey or some shit. Man, that's awesome. And so you got that's coming up. You got the brewery. You get some free beer out of that, some free swag, if
I'm
you
sh-
will.
yeah,
hopefully.
I'm sure that'll be. I'll just be the guy at the party now. Hey, who wants Grady beer?
Have you-
Red beer?
Have you walked up to a chick and been like, "Yeah, I'm a full-time artist"? Like, how do you gauge that? Like, first of all, are you in a relationship? Because you are in a relationship.
I am.
That's not with art. It's not like you're
Like
in a
I'm
relationship.
not like.
like
art's
and
your
so
lady.
he's being a woman
Oh,
Art's
or a
um,
man, whatever
human.
floats your boat.
well, so for vignettes this year,
Yep.
which just happened in September, it's still going on at City Center Mall. If anybody
Yeah,
wants to
go check it out.
But,
Vignettes.
yeah. So I was like, I did a fashion show in like June.
Yeah.
That was actually like from my endangered species collection.
Yeah,
that
you
I've,
had some
like, showed
really
a couple
rad shit
times.
there. Yeah.
That was like with Raw. I did the endangered species
Yeah.
there, but just like showed it again to like a different crowd at Vacancy Hall, and there was a bunch of models there, and it was actually
You
really,
hit it off with a model?
yeah, my girlfriend's a model.
Nice.
But I was just like, it was really
Did
weird.
you just trip and fall into cool shit?
I don't know.
It's not fixed.
Did you?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But it was weird because I actually like had to. Like, I would always just like try to include everybody in like
Yeah.
projects that I have or whatever, and I actually had to like hand select like, not you, yes, no, yes.
You got to be Simon
like
Cowell.
I actually had to like pick
Sorry,
through the
dog, I'm not
models and
having
stuff,
it,
and
yeah.
I only had I think and there was like 16 models or whatever.
yeah,
But anyways, my girlfriend was like one of the models, and then
that's a conflict.
I was
of
just like,
interest,
yo,
though.
like let's just go
Let's-
out and
let's hang
drink
out,
after
yeah.
or whatever, and let's go out to Mercer's, and then so
Sweet.
on and so forth, and then
That's cool.
and then art, and then actually, so we weren't dating before this, and then
Yeah.
vignettes. I was like, hey, I need a model for this mural, and she was like, okay, and then we pretty much like.
That's so
It's just-
awesome, but so like weird. Like, how do you? That's good.
It's a little
good,
weird.
good
I don't
for
know
you.
though. You just kind
Yeah,
of just
yeah. You
like
just don't be weird about it.
just don't be weird about
Don't make things weird.
Says
I don't
the
know
king
how-
of weird.
I make everything awkward. I don't have to.
But,
Pretty sure my
uh,
kid's teacher thought I was hitting on her. She's 56. So
But we've had conversations too where it's like she does understand that like. And like I'm not trying to come across like a dick or anything, but
Yeah.
like art is number one at the moment. Like it kind of has to be, I think, if I'm gonna go anywhere with
that's
it.
what I meant
and
with
mean,
art is your lady.
it
Like,
it kind of is.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Like you just have to be focused, and if
Yeah.
you're gonna do that, like this is also what makes me money. This is what like pays my rent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I have to work. and
Yeah.
I have to like do this, and sometimes it's not always at the most convenient times.
Yeah.
But you have to do it.
Have you
and-
ever had the artist when you wake up inspired? You're just like you jet out of bed and you're just like, I gotta paint. I got an idea.
Qu-
No, I feel like that's
I
from TV.
I wake up in the morning and
was-
I'm like,
I was raised on TV.
I should really get up now.
Yeah.
It's like 10 o'clock.
That's awesome. Dude, that's fucking awesome.
But then I mean, yeah. So like, there's days where you sleep in, but then there's days where you pull all.
You don't go to bed.
to like
Yeah,
get
bust
Yeah.
ass.
shit done. But I mean, yeah, I wouldn't change it for anything. And I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it's the more the late nights, or it'll just be like driving. Driving is when I do a lot of my thinking.
Yeah.
Which like not spaced out thinking because that'd be dangerous.
No,
just
but when you're
like,
thinking,
in
yeah.
general, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I do a lot of my thinking while I'm pooping.
I was gonna
I
say
poop
it's
a
your
lot.
toilet.
There you
It's
go.
your car is
Shower.
your toilet.
There you go.
That's dope, dude. You are one interesting motherfucker.
Yeah.
Thanks. I feel like I'm leaving out like stuff. 'cause
You
there's
probably
been-
are.
I
You'll probably
am.
have to come back on the show at a future time to promote something and
Painted
let me
an
bug you
airplane.
again.
Just kidding. I
How,
wish.
how did you just I painted an airplane while it was in the air. It was pretty magical, but yeah. Cool, man.
Yeah.
So 2019, you got some things going.
Yeah, I'm just
Exciting.
hoping to keep this rolling. It is kind of weird too, because yeah, my show's been like, I guess the kickoff night was a week ago or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
But you definitely get like, I feel like I'm in a rut right now, just
Yeah.
because I'm like, oh, I just busted my ass, and like something I've been working towards for
No,
like the last
totally.
like 6 months. I'm like,
It's
what do I
like-
do now? Like
Yeah.
I have to like kind of like start the next body of work. And, like
Yeah.
I've got other projects. Like I got to finish the rest of those like 22 paintings.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, now I actually have to like. These are the projects that aren't always the fun projects, but they're like
They're the ones that
A little
pay.
bit of work.
Yeah.
So, but I am super excited for the brewery. I just think that'll be a really cool like.
That's
it's just,
really
It's just
cool,
another
man.
medium, and I think that's something I've always like pushed my artwork. It's just like different canvases essentially.
Yeah. Hence the clothing. Hence the murals. Hence
totally.
the
Well, I
the
did
prints.
I did a motorbike. I put my motorbike in the gallery show.
That's awesome.
When I went to Thailand, I was like, oh, mopeds are really fun. I was like,
Yeah.
I want to learn how to ride a bike.
Yeah.
And my mom was always like so against like
Yeah.
motorcycles. and stuff. My uncle rode them and stuff. She's like, you're not getting a bike.
You're
And
gonna
I was
die.
like- but then I was like, I'm buying a bike. She's like, what? I'm like, it's for art, but like,
Art, mom.
it's art.
I gotta go pick up all
Yeah.
these Playboys with my motorcycle,
Yeah.
mom. Because I'm a badass artist,
Yeah.
mom.
There's only room for one though, so I just solo ride in on the bike.
That's okay. You just
Yeah.
strap the pornos to your back.
Yeah.
It's called a knapsack. Hello, just porn flying out behind you. Pulled over for an unsecured load.
Yeah.
You're like, you have
Ooh,
no idea
yeah.
how unsecured this load
It
is.
is stuck together.
Yeah, but yeah, we the gallery and I were talking because I was like, oh, it'd be cool to paint like a gas tank or something. And I was like, it would be cooler to do a full bike.
That's awesome.
And I've got a motorbike helmet in there too that
Yeah.
I painted up. Bitwell.
Yeah, Bitwell makes some cool
Bitwell.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah, and they actually like messaged me on Instagram. They're like,
they're
this is-
artist friendly. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, this is like dope helmet or whatever. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna like actually like reach out to them and be like, maybe artist collab or something.
Yeah, because I know they did something with death needles, needle deaths or something.
Oh, I
Thread the death needle, needle of doom. I don't know. They did something with
did-
something.
They did like there was one with like butcher shop or something like that.
That's the one. It was from this
Jeez.
year. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a needle involved. The needle's butcher.
Maybe
Butcher the needle.
something
the
like
needle.
that. Yes. Yes.
Welcome to the needle hour.
Back to the ram.
I'm the needle.
But yeah, and like that helmet and the motorbike and the jacket,
Mhm.
that was like the shark denim jacket.
Yeah.
But all those pieces were kind of revolved around like shark finning
Yeah.
and like being against that. So there's actually like a patch on the motorbike helmet.
So to wrap this up, then,
Yeah.
does your art come from a political place? Like, is some of the stuff you're making is to pay the bills, and some of the stuff you're making is to kind of say something? Hence the endangered species line of clothing, the shark finning motorcycle of awesome. So, like, do you have any more?
As far as like political, I've never like looked at myself as like a political artist.
Yeah, you're not.
I've always, and this is kind of back to the brand. It's like I've always just wanted to make rad art.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make art that was cool and like people just were drawn to.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of what I've been sticking to. And then yeah, I guess concepts will be thought
Come and
up
go,
along
yeah.
the way and stuff like that. But I guess the general idea for a lot of my artwork is just like this would just look cool. Like I just did the bear with the crown.
Yeah.
I was like the
Dude, it
bear's
just look
cool,
cool.
but I was
Yeah.
like they're like, what's the crown mean? I was like, it just looks cool.
It's the king of the jungle. Bears
Yeah.
don't live in the jungle.
Yeah.
Baloo did. Go
Yeah.
fuck yourself. It's called art, Becky. Look it up.
There you go. But-
Well, Grady, you fucking interesting person. You're like a mandarin orange that's in season and I just want to peel you. There's a lot going on to you. and I like it.
Little Swiss Army knife.
Yes, yes, because you're sharp like a knife, but sweet like an orange. It's been fucking awesome. You got to, where can we find your art? Where can we get to know you? Buy your stuff. Plug. Pay the bills.
Udell Exhibitions, 124th Street. Check that out. Show will be up for another couple weeks. G_Rad Originals is my IG. And yeah.
That's Instagram for the old people listening.
Oh yeah, sorry. Us millennials.
Hyphens.
Abbreviating everything.
That's what I meant when
Yeah.
I said hyphens.
Yeah. Radoriginals.ca. It's currently down, trying to like update the site, but yeah, we'll be up and running soon enough. So
Nice.
Awesome.
I look forward to seeing more of your art around the city. Hopefully we can sit down again in the future. You can let us know what's going on.
sounds good to me. I'll bring
You're-
over some beers.
That sounds
Nice.
great. Sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's been a podcast. We're pretty much, that's good. That's where we at. Like 56 minutes, 15
What?
minutes? Where are we at time-wise?
And
We good?
we're in the studio.
We're in the studio. Okay.
Shimapel Ivan.
Corbo.
Stay
Yeah,
awesome.
That's been another episode of The Awesome Hour. Make sure you check out all our info at theawesomehour.com, where you can find links to all our shows and our social medias. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Listen to us on iTunes, YouTube, or Spotify, or pretty much anywhere you can find yourself a podcast. Rate and review, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Remember, you can always watch us live. Thanks for listening and watching. Stay awesome.